Dating where you pay for a meeting just moved from secret messages to the open, and the big change wasn't an app, it was politics. Zohran Mamdani winning the NYC mayoral race put a giant spotlight on something he's been saying for years, making consensual adult sex work decriminalized. Cecilia's Act, also called Stop Violence in the Sex Trades, shows a real way to remove criminal punishments for adults who agree, while keeping human trafficking and crimes against kids illegal. Let's quickly check what's new. Is there progress? Yes. Is there a clear path for new laws? Yes. Is it suddenly perfect or terrible? No. Most states still make prostitution a crime. A few are looking into making changes. New York could become the example others follow, or fight against. Why some people say this is a good thing: safety and worker rights. Decriminalization supporters argue removing criminal penalties lets sex workers report abuse, access healthcare, organize, and negotiate safer conditions, lowering violence and stigma. If you're not a criminal, you can report bad things that happen, get medical care, and set safer rules. Agreement and personal choice. Seeing it as work helps reduce harm, instead of just punishing people. Clearer market. Screening people. Safe payments which could professionalize parts of the market. This means less risky, more predictable. Now for the tricky part. Worries about human trafficking. People who disagree warn it could lead to more exploitation or more visible street sex work, turning personal connections into something to buy and sell, which is currently visible in today's dating market. Love, sex, and intimacy isn't dead. It's always behind a paywall, whether it's seen or unseen. If paying for sex openly becomes normal, how people see relationships will change. But policy is not the same as protection. Without funding for services, robust anti-trafficking enforcement, housing, healthcare, and strong labor safeguards, reform risks entrenching inequality and exposing vulnerable people to new harms, can seem like permission without actual safety. So what happens to dating where you pay for a meeting or pay for sexual access? It becomes more visible. Escorts, sugar babies, adult content creators, or even the average woman, specially chosen for company or companionship, paid first dates, paid hookups. Things become more separated. Free, natural dating for many. Paid, on-demand company for ease or for folks who find it difficult to meet people. New safety tools. Apps and platforms will race to offer verified profiles, agreements, contracts, screening, secure payments, and dispute resolution, because liability and reputation will matter more in an above-ground market. Safe holding of money-solving disagreements. How society sees things changes. For men who find it hard to date in the usual ways, paid options become clear choices. That might help with loneliness for a little while, but it can also make them rely on sexual relationships where money talks, instead of building social skills and mutual attraction. Is this good for women? For men? It depends who you ask and what protections are implemented. For sex workers, often women and people with different gender identities, making it legal can remove stigma, fewer arrests, and less shame, and better access to help, if there's enough resources for support. For women in general, some gain autonomy, more control, and safer situations. Others worry about being forced into things, and how it affects their neighborhoods. Community safety and anti-coercion mechanisms matter. For men, paying to clap cheeks can feel like an easy way out. If your metric is access, you can pay for companionship or intimacy, rather than having to navigate uncertain social dynamics. It's not a fix for loneliness or a replacement for real connection and social skills. The main point, making it legal, is a tool, and it will take time. So, depending on your point of view and how New York does it, this can make consensual adult sex work safer and bring paid meetings into the open, with rules, and it can make a culture of paying for sexual access normal, which many people view as shameful and wrong. However you look at it, the dating culture, pay to play or pay per meet, is evolving. Keep an eye on New York. If Cecilia's Act passes with genuine support and ways to stop people from being forced, other states will follow, or fight it. Either way, dating apps, nightlife, and our ideas of agreement and sex work are about to change. Stay informed and stay safe. Peace.